What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. I'm bringing you guys another physician assistant video today, and I'm going to be telling you guys some of the things that I wish I knew before becoming a physician assistant. Before we dive in and go any further though, be sure to drop this video a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. All right guys, numero uno on my list of things that I wish I knew before becoming a physician assistant, physician associate, PA, whatever you want to call us these days, is that the career in the profession is continuing to evolve. From the time that I became a PA, the job title was called a physician assistant, and now there's some legislature that's passed and changed the name to physician associate. Still a PA, but one of the things that I think that I wish I would have known before becoming a PA is that there is like a lot of advocacy going on behind the scenes to grow the profession. So it's evolving, it's changing. There's even some states now that let physician assistants have more autonomy. Arizona just at the beginning of this year started letting physician assistants practice without a supervising doctor agreement if you have 8,000 hours of clinical experience. So that's where I practice here in Arizona. The career is evolving and changing, and so it is a great career to be getting into because I think truly sky's the limit and we're gonna see some big changes in the future as the years go on. Number two on my list of things that I wish I knew before becoming a PA is that time is going to go by anyways. One of the big reasons why I decided to pursue a career as a PA versus like an MD or a DO is the length of schooling. Everyone's gonna get their prereqs, everyone's gonna get a bachelor's degree for the most part, but physician assistant school, PA school is typically 27 months, give or take, whereas medical school is 4 years plus a residency, and of course the residency varies depending on the specialty. But now I can say after being a PA for 4 years that time is going to go by anyways. So do I regret becoming a PA? Absolutely not. I love my profession, I love my job, love the decision that I made, but looking back, I wish I wouldn't have had as much of a negative mindset on length of schooling, because I really do think that having some extra clinical experience, whether that's through residency or some of the extra rotations that you get to do as a medical doctor and some of the extra classes that you have to take, I think those can be really advantageous to your clinical practice. So my advice to those of you guys out there is that if you are trying to decide between becoming a PA or an MD, don't let the length of schooling be a deciding factor for you. Definitely chase after whichever career you feel suits you the best, and the time is going to go by anyways and it'll be done before you know it. Number three on my list is that there is a large variability in income. Depending on whatever job you decide to pursue, you can either have an hourly income, a salary plus RVU income. There's a lot of jobs out there in different specialties that will pay you a very low salary, so that's the money that you're guaranteed, of course, but you're only going to get extra money if you work extra hard. So there's jobs like that out there. There's also jobs that will just be salary in certain specialties that are kind of lower than a lot of other specialties. And then there's some jobs that are hourly. So fresh out of school, everyone looks at the average income for a PA, what they expect to make. So that's kind of like the number that you have in your head. But in reality, there's so much variability depending on the specialty. And sometimes the specialties that you think are going to be higher paying aren't always higher paying. Number four on my list of things that I wish I knew before becoming a PA is that there still is opportunity to further your education. Most PA programs that I'm aware of these days are master's degrees, masters of medical science and physician assistant studies, etc. But there are actually quite a few online programs now of doctorate of sciences and physician assistant studies, where once you've completed your master's degree and got your PA degree, you can actually do those online. I think they're mostly 1-year courses and get your doctorate, which is incredible. It's an incredible opportunity to further your education and get that doctorate level status. With that being said though, I do hope that at some point in the near future, some school or some program comes to be for PAs or NPs that are currently practicing, that have been practicing, that can allow them to further their education to actually become a medical doctor or DO. It would be really cool to see some type of program come to be that you have to be a PA or NP to apply to, but you don't necessarily have to go through 4 years of schooling. Maybe perhaps you can just do a residency, but it would be a really cool opportunity for a program to come to be that would allow PAs and NPs that have a desire to become an MD or DO to kind of foster that transition. that's an idea. Number 5 on my list is where you spend your time practicing matters. It matters immensely. You know that saying that they teach you in PA school, you know, if you don't use it, you lose it? It definitely applies to medicine. So whatever specialty or job you decide to pursue, just be aware that, you know, if you're only doing orthopedics, or you're only doing cardiology, or you're only doing ENT, it's probably going to be a good idea for you to stay abreast and stay fresh on other areas of medicine if you are not fully committed on being in that specialty for the entirety of your career. Speaking from personal experience, I began my career working part-time in emergency medicine and part-time at kind of like a more boutique-y style clinic where we did COVID testing, injectables, IV drips, etc. And then along the way, I actually left the emergency room and started working at a direct primary care clinic while also kind of working at that boutique-y style clinic. Now I don't work at either of those jobs and I work solely in urgent care. And because I kept one foot in emergency medicine or one foot in family medicine through my career, I definitely didn't have like a big shock or like a lot to learn when I did begin my job in urgent care. But I do feel like if I would have been in urgent care the whole time, full time, that I definitely would be, I don't want to say like a better provider than I am now, but I definitely would say that I could have gotten to the place I am now a lot quicker if I would have spent all my time full time in either emergency medicine or family medicine. And that's just something that you learn along the way, and why I'm sharing with you today. But those are some of my tips and things that I wish I knew before becoming a PA, and I hope you guys learn a lot from this video and take a lot away. And I hope you guys also enjoyed the little cameo of Princess Midley Munchkin on the couch behind me throughout this video, because, you know, she's just the watchdog and gotta be looking out the window, making sure no bad people are coming to the house. But again, if you guys enjoyed this video or thought it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up because it does help the channel grow. Comment down below if there's anything specific you guys wanna see. Would love to make it for you. Hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And until next time, be the difference. So good.